For your core circuit, you are going to need a 9-inch Pilates ball and a mat. You typically be doing these on the floor on your mat, but I'm going to be showing you from this tabletop today. So, first thing you are going to be doing is cat-cow. So we're going to get into a hands and knees or a 6-point position. And I want you to make sure your wrist is directly below the shoulder, knee directly below the hip. What we're going to do is inhale to prepare, and we are going to exhale into cat. So let's inhale 360 degrees. We're going to exhale into cat, dropping your head, lifting your spine towards the ceiling and tucking your tailbone under. Inhale into cow, dropping your belly, lifting your head. And exhale into cat. Now, we want to make sure that we're lifting pelvic floor. So inhale, relax pelvic floor. And before we exhale, let's lift pelvic floor first. And then exhale into cat, thinking about rolling like a tube of toothpaste from your pelvic floor up. One minute down. 1 to go. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat, making sure that you're initiating that lifted pelvic floor before you start that exhale. Last 30 seconds. Keep moving. This isn't about doing fast movement, but rather full range of motion and really thinking about engaging pelvic floor first before you begin the exhale and treating your pelvic floor north like a tube of toothpaste. Rolling upwards, thinking about engaging from the pelvic floor upwards towards the top of your transverse abdominis near your sternum. And last one, let's relax, and we'll move on to hydrants. Now our hydrants are going to be done in the same position, and what we want to think about doing is inhale to prepare, and as we exhale, we're going to actively press hand and knee into the ground of the limbs that are not lifting. Because when we lift that knee out to the side, we want to think about keeping the hips as level as possible. So we're going to go for 2 minutes, but we're going to switch legs halfway through. So let's inhale, exhale, and lifting that knee out to the side. It's a very small lift. Engage pelvic floor on the exhale. Again, working on keeping those hips nice and level. We're halfway through this first side. Five seconds left. Get your last one in. And let's switch legs. This will give you the perspective of what the non-lifting leg looks like. You will have one side that feels easier than the other. Make a note of it, and next time do that side first. Last 30 seconds. Don't forget to engage and lift your pelvic floor before you lift the knee. Last 10 seconds. And relax. All right. Our third exercise in your core circuit is going to be on your back, ball squeeze to bridge. So we're going to get that Pilates ball and we are going to turn over into the supine position, feet flat, knees bent, and we want that ball in between the knees. So what we're going to do here is we're going to inhale to prepare. So inhale into the belly, relaxing pelvic floor, and then I want you to engage pelvic floor, exhale, squeeze that ball, and lift through your hips. So we're bridging into that position. Now here's the kicker. We want to keep these ribs down. So think about lifting through your hips, but closing the space between your bottom rib and your hip bone. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift the pelvic floor, squeeze the ball, and bridge. There's a lot of working parts here, but this is a really great exercise to work on your adductors, which are also connected to our pelvic floor. Inhale, squeeze, lift, and bridge. Your bridge should last the length of your exhale. Ribs down. 1 minute down, 1 to go. Lift, squeeze, bridge. Last 30 seconds. Lift, squeeze, bridge. Keep those ribs down. Connect that space between your bottom rib and hip bone. Almost done, 15 seconds. Lift, squeeze, bridge. And relax. Your last exercise in your core circuit is going to be alternating heel lifts in the supine position. So we're going to get rid of the ball, set that off to the side, and we are going to stay in that same position you were just in. We're going to inhale to prepare. And on the exhale, we are going to lift and lower all the way through the exhale, and then inhale with both feet on the floor. Time starts now. We're going to inhale 360. Exhale, lift pelvic floor, and then lift that foot from the floor. Return it while you're still exhaling, and inhale to reset. Working on maintaining the connection in your core. You can palpate the TVA, feel that fired up. Just poking around at those muscles is going to help. Relax pelvic floor on the inhale. Lift and exhale. 1 minute down, 1 to go. Doing great, last 30 seconds. Remember to lift pelvic floor, exhale, then bring the foot off the ground. Again, if your pace does not match mine, that is okay. but slow and steady is the name of the game. In 3, 2, and relax. And that is the end of your core circuit.